Hi, can you hear me okay? Do I sound very loud or no? Okay, great, thanks. Hi, I'm Chantal, and welcome to the 5 rules to becoming an explanation expert. So, to start, I am the managing director for Simple Show UK, and I just want to do a quick question. So, how many of you are able to get all your work done by the end of the day on a regular basis? You can, one person. Great. So that is exactly why it is so important that we are effective in our communications and our explanation. I know I don't always, and that is why everyone is really short on time, and so we need to be effective. Our motto is Simple Show is not everyone has 30 minutes, but everyone can find 3. So what makes Simple Show the explanation experts? We have been creating videos, specifically explainer videos, on our full service side now for over 14 years, and to global clients like Amazon, Bosch, Siemens, Bayer, Novartis, and the NHS, just to name a few. And so we have offices all around the world, of course, London, Miami, Luxembourg, Hong Kong, Tokyo, Germany, and Singapore. And we've worked tirelessly to become the explanation experts, and I'm really excited to share our expertise with you today. So as part of that, because we are so passionate about explanation, we have created a do-it-yourself tool that allows anyone to be able to communicate anything in a digital way, Simple Show Video Maker. So just to go over quickly what I'll be discussing today. So we're going to talk about how and why the Video Maker was born. We're going to talk about our 5 simple rules and why they work. And then I'll take you through a quick demo of the tool and how you can apply those rules. So now I want to tell you a story, since we love stories at Simple Show, and I want to share the story of how our digitization tool came about. And naturally, we are going to do that by watching a video.
The simple history of Simple Show Video Maker. At first, we tried it like everyone else, having our customers write their scripts while we provided them a database of illustrations to choose from. They found themselves getting lost in the visual world. Turns out, making things simple was actually hard. While our competitors stopped here, we went back to the drawing board and found a solution. Instead of having customers dig through images, we had them write their own scripts. Then our experts suggested the visuals. The results were inspiring. As simplification experts, we didn't just stop there. We developed artificial intelligence that automagically creates a video from text. It was designed to be easy to use, save our customers time, and help them communicate effectively. Simple Show Video Maker has come a long way, and with artificial intelligence, it keeps learning every day.
Okay, so to bring us to present day, we now have over 1 million users on the platform, creating content in over 140 countries, and clients like Johnson & Johnson, Aon, and IKEA, all using the tools. So now that you know a bit about our history and who we are, let's go over how to be effective in explanation and why it's so important. So if you think about the world today, communication is zooming in at us from all angles. Even right now, I'm really competing with some other audiences and speakers. So we're never been bombarded by so many, information, alerts, text, notifications. So, if we want our message to be listened to and understood, we really need to make sure that we're effective in our communications and explanations. And a Microsoft study actually found that the human attention span while looking at a website was only 8 seconds, which is actually less than the attention of a goldfish. So many people take explanation for granted, but it's something that we can all become experts at Whether you're developing a new program, a new onboarding, a new training, or simply, trying to explain something to your team and why it's important, this is really going to help you be more effective in getting those key messages across. So let's go through the 5 rules for explanation. So the first rule is to change your perspective. So you want to first start by putting yourself in your audience's shoes. Why should they listen? Why is this important to them? What is the benefit for them to actually, pay attention to your message? You also need to keep in mind, when you're putting it into their perspective, what knowledge they might probably have already or not have without making assumptions. So the second rule is to simplify your message, and this is definitely easier said than done. I know I'm always telling my team, so experts, or if you're passionate about something, you just have so much knowledge. If you've worked with an SME, then I'm sure you have firsthand experience. They just want to go over every single detail and exception, but no, this is so important. But at the end of the day, it's actually resulting in, the risk of information overload where they walk away with nothing, right? So really try to simplify your message, leaving out those exceptions and unnecessary details and just really focusing on what is essential. And now the third rule is to tell a story. So humans love stories. Stories are far more memorable than facts and figures. And actually, I don't know if any of you have seen a Netflix documentary on some of these world-renowned, people with these memories that can recite, a 60-page book, and they always tell a story, right? They create a story with all the words and the numbers, and that's how they're able to recite them. So, stories can involve humor, drama, create that human connection, and even if you think of Humpty Dumpty and Little Red Riding Hood and some of those childhood stories that are permanently ingrained in your head, and I'm sure many of you still remember those lessons today, think twice about, jumping up on a high wall. So really think about presenting your information in a story that is relatable to your audience. And then the fourth rule is to use images, and as everyone knows, a picture is worth 1,000 words, literally. I'll get into that more in the next slide. And it doesn't have to actually be a precise, exact photo. Sometimes the more simpler or symbolic the photo is, actually the more it might resonate or be recognized by the human brain, especially when you're working with a diverse audience or, different levels of knowledge and experience. Even think of a floppy disk. When I think of that, I've not really actually ever seen one, but I think save. So but using visuals, can really help get that explanation in a clearer, simpler way. And then the fifth and final rule is to inspire confidence. So you want to make your audience feel comfortable, feel like they can follow this explanation. You want to use simple language, avoid unnecessary jargon, acronyms. Shout out to my pharma clients, you all love them, but try to avoid them. A lot of times people have no idea when somebody's saying something, right? Like CBE, what is it, right? So it's really good when possible to avoid that, and just make it something simple for your audience to trust and understand. And now I just want to share some research and finding related to the impact of images. So there has been a lot of science and research behind learning with visuals versus learning with text, and how it impacts learning and comprehension. So the first finding I want to share is a famous 3M study that actually found the human brain processes images 60,000 times faster than it processes text. And in another study, MIT neuroscientists found that the human brain processes an image itself in as little as 13 milliseconds. And then the last study I wanted to share with you is by Indiana University, which actually took a compilation of 55 experiments, and it was comparing learning with text versus learning with text and visuals. And what they found is that people who were following the instructions with illustrations did 323% better than those following just text instructions alone. And if you've ever assembled anything from IKEA, I'm sure you will certainly agree. And that same study found that people only remember 10% of what they learned 3 days later. And I've heard a lot of other people talking about this, so we know it's true. But if a relevant image was paired with that same text, that it went up to 65%. So images can really make a massive impact in the retention, the comprehension, and understanding of your messages and your explanations. And so now naturally we want to jump into our video maker and show you how you can apply these rules. They're going to, allow you to communicate, explain, and just be more impactful overall, in getting your messages across. So now, voila. Okay. Make sure it's not like too tiny here. Okay. I think that's hopefully visible for everyone. Okay, so this is simpleshow Video Maker. So this is our platform. We built it with the user in mind. The idea to make it so anyone could explain anything. So all you do is you put in your text, and then the AI turns it into a video automatically. So let's create an explanation together, and so you can see how it works. So to get started, we're just going to press Create New Video. You just name your project. I can't help but call it the Summer Forum. And you have two options. You can either, you'll remember forever, you can either write your own script or upload a PowerPoint, but the whole idea is you put in that text, it turns it into a video. It is also available in 22 languages, so if you did want to go ahead and enter that in, say, Romanian, Polish, you can do so. I will not be doing that today, though. And we're going to write our own script. And now you're going to see it's just 4 simple steps for us to take our message and explain it in a video. So first is to choose a template. We have different categories you can choose from. I'm going to do explain a workflow because I know it's something that we all find ourselves needing to do. And now we're in the second step, and this is really the most important step because this is where you're actually going to put in your message, so what it is you're trying to explain. And what you'll notice that we've actually broken it down into chapters for you, so helping you guide you as you tell that story. And you'll also notice too that we say here to introduce a fictional main character. So once again, encouraging you to change your perspective. And then another thing I want to point out is there is a character count, which to some people they're like, oh God, but it is meant intentionally to help to force you to be simple. So I'm going to use one of the examples for today. And since I do want it to be relatable to my audience, I need a volunteer who would like to star. Anyone? If no one raises their hand, I'll voluntarily pick someone. You've been chosen. What is your name? Kate, you are the star. Okay. So Kate is going to star today. So we're making it a relatable character. And basically, each one of these text boxes will become a scene. And, okay. Voila. Thank you, Kate, for so kindly volunteering. And I'm guessing you work in training, so we can say that to training. Okay. So now that I've put in my message, what I'm trying to explain, you're going to scroll down, and then you're going to see this visualize button. So this is our magic button. When you press this, the AI is going to identify your keywords and assign them to an image using our database of thousands of images to make your video. And then you have 2 options. So you have our classic style or this clean style, which we've recently added, which is great because you can incorporate your branding and corporate colors. So I'll use that for today. And then voila, now we have our video. So you can see it's gone ahead, and oh, it even got your hair color right, Kate. Amazing. So let's just watch what we created instantly. And I'll show you afterwards how you can customize it. That was actually really good luck with the red hair. I didn't plan it.
How to add new customers to our database. This is Kate. She works in our training department and manages all incoming orders to our company. Kate receives inquiries through our website, via email and by telephone. For each customer, Kate creates an account in our CRM system. This allows us to collect all of the important information about our clients in a central database.
Okay, what did everyone think? Hope you liked it, Kate. So yeah, that's how simple it is to explain something using our video maker. So helping you tell your story, helping you use visuals automatically, clearly. You can, of course, customize it more. So if you did want to say, like change any of these keywords, like you wanted to add how, you just press on it. You can see it's been added. You can incorporate your own images and graphics too, which is great because it does help inspire confidence when you do have your own, like say, logo, flow charts, pictures of like your team, office, whatever it might be. And there we go. I'll put our logo in. And you can also use your own voiceover, your own branding, and all those, extra fun things to really personalize it, give it that human touch. So it doesn't need to be Paul's automated voice. There are other options to choose from. Same thing goes with the colors, the backgrounds, etc. But yeah, that's our digitization tool, just to empower you to explain things more simply. And to wrap things up, okay. So a video is an amazing way to explain your message, but keep in mind that you can apply these rules to anything. So even like, using metaphors as you explain something when you're talking to them in person. Doesn't have to be a video, but we love video. I want, all of you to try these today. Think of them when you're putting together your next, training, team meeting, whatever it might be. So really just to change your perspective, to simplify your message, to tell a story, use images, and inspire confidence. So, any questions? I guess it was a really good explanation. Okay, yes. Throwing me off now. Oh, not a question? Oh. Oh, I don't have the microphone. Can someone?
If you create videos and so forth, is it possible to get if you're using the images and so forth, is the IP for the images already covered in the licensing fee?
Yes. Yeah, so you can use all those images and any other materials. Good question. And everything you create, obviously, you can download, export, upload onto your LMS, put on your share site. Some of our clients I was mentioning, like Lockheed Martin, has put some of their videos on YouTube, which is really great for us. You can do that too. Any other questions? No? Okay, well, we're right there. In case you do have more questions or just want to talk to us. So thank you so much, everyone, for your time. I hope you enjoyed.